All right, good morning, everyone. It's Dima Khoury with Compass in Burlingame. So today is October 3rd. This is the first Saturday of October. I hope you are all well. And as always, I'm going to bring you the most recent real estate market update for San Mateo County and in general, what's happening in the U.S. real estate market. So to start with, interest rates are still at a low point. We're at 2.88% or 2.87%, which is a great and big invitation for buyers to be in the market to lock in a low interest rates and to buy homes. And this is also a great sign for sellers to go on the market and to sell their properties or make move if they're planning to do so, because there's huge demand in the market and there's low inventory, and properties are continuing to sell very fast, as we're going to see right now. So let me also share with you some numbers. Okay, so this table shows us the difference in monthly payment between today and last year. So last year, interest rates were at 3.7%, and for a mortgage amount of $250,000, and I don't want to say property value or because there's no property with this amount on the peninsula or in San Mateo County. So for a mortgage amount of $250,000 and at an interest rate of 3.7%. So last year, the monthly payment was $1,154. In today's market, at a 2.87% interest rate, taking into consideration a 5.5 increase in property values, and that's as per CoreLogic, the monthly payment is $1,093. So we're saving $61. So you can imagine with the property values on the peninsula and in San Mateo County how much buyers are saving. Now, the next slide also shows us the home affordability, and this also reflects why do we have a high level of home affordability in today's market. So this chart shows us the housing affordability starting throughout the year, starting from 1990 up until today. So we can see that the highest home affordability was during between 2009 and 2015, which is, as we know, due to the market crash. So there was a real estate market crash during this time, which caused the housing more affordability to be at this very high level. Now, in today's market, the property values are very strong. They're increasing at a rate of 5.5%, and we still do have a high housing affordability, and that's due to the interest rates. Now, this is also this slide also shows us that with the housing affordability, which is normal, and due to the high level of housing affordability, properties are really selling fast. So this is homes across the country are selling really fast. So today's buyers are actively searching for homes and they're purchasing them at a record-breaking pace. It's a great time to sell and to move while buyers are scooping homes up faster than they're coming to the market. So 68% of homes were on the market for less than a month, and properties are selling on average within 22 days. So between the time that the property hits the market and then when it goes pending or it goes in contract, it's on average 22 days. So in San Mateo County, we're kind of used to these numbers, but this was never the average in the US market. Now, another great piece of information, which is the rising home equity, and this is empowering sellers big time, so, which means that the year over year, the percentage increase in home equity is 6.6, which is allowing sellers to move easier if they decided to move. Now let's look at what's happening in San Mateo County with regards to the market activity during last week. So the number of properties that came on the market are 184 properties, and 135 of them are single family homes. So these numbers are slightly lower than the week before. Now, the number of properties that went in contract or are pending last week are 146, and 120 of them are single family homes. So again, we can see that the majority of transactions in the real estate market in San Mateo County are single family homes. So there's really big demand on this type of properties. Now, the number of properties that sold during last week, which means that they closed escrow, are 127, and 100 of them are single family homes. And the number of properties that came off market between canceled, withdrawn, or expired, this is interesting because these numbers are double the numbers last week. So the total were 58 properties, and 43 of them are single family homes. Now, looking at the absorption rate, which is again, how many days or months do we need to sell the current inventory of the real estate based on what's currently on the market and what has been selling during this period. So in today's market, as of today, we need a month and almost 6 days, which is 1.2 months to sell the current inventory. And as I always say, that anything below 4, it's a big time seller's market. Now let's put all these numbers into perspective and compare them to previous months this year and year over year. Okay, so the total number of properties that came on the market, we can see that we closed September super high. So September was a great month in terms of number of properties coming on the market. And we're hoping that the market will continue as strong as it was July, August, September. And we're hoping that these will close the year with a very strong real estate market. And again, comparing the number of properties that came on the market year over year, we can see that September was way higher than any months, like any of the months this year or last year, which is great news. And this is good news for both buyers and sellers. Now, even with these a big number of properties that are coming on the market, we're experiencing very low inventory. So the days on the market, how many days are properties taking to sell? So we can see that October, the first 3 days of October, properties are selling faster than they sold in September. So we're selling at a rate of 19 days or 19.5 days. In September, we were selling at 22 and a half days. Now, in comparison to the previous year or 2019, we are at a very low level, or very quickly. Properties are selling very quickly compared to October last year. Now, this again is a chart that shows us the stability in housing values in San Mateo County, and this is for the single family homes. So we can see that we closed September at a very stable level, and we're hoping that the continuing months will continue to be stable. The first 3 days of October, we noticed that there is a slight drop in the property values, or in the average price per square foot so far. So let's see what next week is going to bring us. And again, comparing this with the previous year. So again, September was a great month. So it was at the highest level. And October, comparing this year's October with last year, it's slightly even lower than October last year. So we're hoping that the property values will continue to be stable and increase at the market rate, the normal rate, which is between 4 to 7%. So this is what's happening in San Mateo County and in general in the US. If you are interested to know what's happening in San Francisco market, please tune in the next few minutes. I'm going to come back and give you more information about San Francisco market. So I'll leave you now. Have a wonderful weekend and please be safe.